My name is Austin. Welcome to Vehicle Talks. We are going to be talking about the top 5 subcompact cars in subcompact SUVs in its segment. The first car is the Jeep Compass. Jeep Compass has a naturally aspirated engine, and it also comes with an all-wheel drive, and it's probably one of the best all-wheel drive cars out there. It comes in a 6-speed automatic, 5-speed manual, and a CT transmission, and it also has 150 horsepower to 172 horsepower and a naturally aspirated engine with front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. It starts at $21,045 to $32,835. So, you're probably wondering what I think of this car. It's a really nice basic car for you guys that want a big car but a cheap one, and it comes in all-wheel drive. If you heard of the Jeep Compass name and you're a car enthusiast, you all know this car is closely like the same as the Dodge Caliber, which got discontinued in 2012. So, it has been redesigned, and it's taking the Jeep Patriot's place. And trust me, if you like the Jeep Patriot, you'll like this car. Just check out my Jeep Compass Getting Exposed video. It'll explain why I'm saying it this way. So, this car is the best off-roading capability and everything else. So, that's why it takes 5th place in its segment. The next car is probably one of my favorites, but it's probably not the best to put in first place when it shows in its lack of sales, which is the Fiat 500X. It has a naturally aspirated engine, 160 horsepower to 180 horsepower, and 9-speed automatic with a 6-speed manual, front-wheel drive, and an all-wheel drive. $23,000 to $245 to $33,940. And it's probably one of the most expensive cars in its segment. As you know, the Jeep Compass starts at $21,045 to around $33,000 to $32,000 roughly. So you'll be spending extra cash in your wallet. So don't be expecting the cheapest Fiat 500X crossover in the world. This car is very expensive for its segment actually. But with its lack of bad pricing, this car is very fast. It's one of the fastest cars in its segment. It's not like a supercar, guys. Don't get me wrong, but this car is very sporty, and if you like its little cute, big but small look, you'll really love this car. And if you're a loyal customer of the Fiat, you'll probably love this car. It's a lot more better than its Fiat 500L. Well, the Fiat 500L is probably one of the worstest cars in America. Well, this one makes Fiat 500L makes it look so bad it wish it never went on the market. So don't let the name fool you. It's nothing like its Fiat 500L cousin. Now, for the next car, it is in its segment one of the cheapest, but it's not quite in its segment. They kind of just placed it there. But it's still called a subcompact car, so don't get me wrong. And this is one of the cars that I would think I would own. It would have to be a tie between the Kia Soul and the Fiat 500X, and we're going to be talking about the Kia Soul. This car has a naturally aspirated engine, front-wheel drive, 130 horsepower to 164. This car is very small. So if you're looking for a small car, kind of like a good Toronto city driver with a little bit more space than a car, this car is yours to buy. And it's really cheap. It starts at $17,395 to $25,099.05. It's very cheap in its segment, and it's very small. No one knows where it really places in its segment, but I'm gonna say it's a subcombat car. It has a lot of transmission options: a 6-speed automatic, or a 6-speed manual, or a 7-speed dual clutch automatic. So, what do I think of this car? I would totally buy it. It's one of my favorite cars rather than the Fiat 500X. The more practical one, probably the Fiat 500X, if I'm not living in Toronto, or, Paris, New York, those places. Those places were usually where you want a Kia Soul. So you're probably wondering, what is this car? It's a pretty fast, small, pretends kind of be like a car, like I said. It's pretty much a car, but it's still SUV. Just search up pictures and you'll see plenty. Taking second spot, which is a lot of people, the car people usually don't look at. It's only in this place for fooling you because it makes you think, wow, this car must be very expensive. When it's almost one of the cheapest, the Chevrolet Trax. It has a beautiful exterior, and it's naturally aspirated engine, 138 horsepower, 148 pound-feet of torque, with a 6-speed automatic, front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, $19,495 to $30,995. This car has the looks. Just search a picture. It looks magnificent. Very good car in its segment. But I would probably buy the Buick Encore over this, maybe. It's probably a tie. I just want this car for its looks and just to say, yeah, that's my car. It's still, don't get me wrong, it's not the Mitsubishi Mirage on the outside, which it looks good, the Mitsubishi Mirage, when it's a total bad car. So, the Chevrolet Trax is nothing like that. It still has good ride quality. Everything else is usually standard about this car, except its looks. In the segment, which is quite shocking how good this car looks for such a small SUV. The top one in first place, probably will shock you a little, or probably not shock you at all, most likely. Probably a car everyone's recommending to you. It's the Honda HR-V. It has all it needs. Has a big interior room, it's small. Lacking in the sporty package, it's still rated one of the best in Canada and maybe America. I think it's best rated in America too. Canada and America. North America. That's where it's best rated. One of the best in the subcompact car segment. That's what everyone's saying, and I agree with them. This car does lack in the sporty apartment, but it has a 6-speed manual and a CTV transmission, which you know why. So, this car, it's probably one of the best that you can get on the market. So, hands down, the Honda HR-V wins. Well, that's it for Vehicle Talks. Click that big red subscriber button down below. It means a lot to me, and I'm hoping by next August we can have 15 subscribers. Just hit that red subscriber button, and once again, I'm sorry for the lack of uploads. So, that's it for Vehicle Talks. Bye, guys.